it going? Daniel here, back again with another review. So I just finished watching the first season of Tom Hardy's new show Taboo, which premiered back in January here in the United States. And I gotta admit, the show is actually really damn good. This is easily one of the best new shows we've gotten in the last 10 years. And in terms of quality, I would definitely put this up there with such modern day greats as Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad. In today's day and age of shitty, predictable, unimaginative, and uncreative television, this show was a huge breath of fresh air, and I was really glad to see that. The plot was on point, the acting was on point, every episode had excellent twists and turns that were completely unpredictable, and I highly recommend you guys check this out. Now, like most things on my channel that I do recommend to you guys, I am going to go ahead and skip giving a complete plot description because I don't want to give out any spoilers. As I said earlier, every episode is filled to the brim with excellent twists and turns, but I will give you guys a quick little plot summary. So let's go ahead and jump into that. So basically, the show is set in 1814 London and revolves around a man named James Delaney, played by Tom Hardy. Delaney returns to London after being presumed dead for 12 years to attend his father's funeral. In doing so, he also inherits his father's shipping company. He then goes on to build a criminal empire and wages war against the East India Trading Company as well as the British monarchy. Now, as I said earlier, by far one of the best things about this show was the acting. Pretty much everyone in it, except for maybe one or two people, I'll get to that later, gave really good performances. For sure, Tom Hardy gave one of the best performances of his career, and I've been a huge fan of his ever since Bronson. He brought a great sense of dark insanity and sadisticness to his character that really helped bring him to life and made him feel more than just another one-dimensional TV character, which was really awesome to see. Another really good one that I really enjoyed was Stephen Graham, who you may recognize from Boardwalk Empire and Snatch. He played Atticus, who is one of the main gang members of James Delaney's Legion of the Damned, as they're known in the show. Another really good one was Jonathan Pryce, who played the chairman of the East India Trading Company. He did a really good job as the main antagonist of the series. You guys may recognize Pryce from Pirates of the Caribbean. He was in the original trilogy, and he was also most recently in Game of Thrones. Going on to some of them that I didn't like. Well, the main one that I really didn't like was Ona Chapman, who she played Robb Stark's wife in Game of Thrones. She didn't do a great job in Game of Thrones, but she was just... I don't really know, it's hard to explain what I didn't like about her character without going into too much detail and spoiling anything for you guys. She just seemed very flat-faced the entire time, wasn't showing a lot of emotion, and it was really lacking to me. But besides her, pretty much everyone else just gave a really good performance, which made this show excellent. Now, moving on to the complaints that I had for this show, to be completely honest, there weren't a whole lot. Besides Ona Chapman's performance, that was really the only thing about it I didn't like. Unlike so many shows nowadays, there was no filler whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like episodes like that don't add anything to the plot, you know? They're just there to lengthen the season, you know what I mean? To make it, you know, instead of a 10 episode season, make like a 15, they'll add 5 episodes of filler that are completely pointless and add nothing whatsoever to it, and there's no point in watching them. The season was only 8 episodes, which I think was an excellent idea because they were able to tell such a great and emotional story in such a short amount of time, like I said, without adding any filler, which was a very smart idea and added to the quality of the show. This is definitely something that I recommend that you guys check out, especially if you guys are a fan of great performances like I am. That's one of the best things about this show, as I said, was the performances. So once again, I highly recommend this show to you guys. Definitely check it out. You can do what I did. I ended up binging the entire show over a night. I started the first episode about 9 o'clock at night, and I stayed up till about 8 in the morning watching it. I definitely fell in love with this show instantly. If you guys have a day off or an afternoon to do whatever you want, definitely check this show out. Like I said before, it's only 8 episodes, which means you can definitely watch it in one day. They have said that there are only going to be 3 seasons to this, which I like a lot, which means that it's not going to drag on pointlessly just to add more to the show and get to the point where it's absolutely ridiculous like so many shows have done before. Season 2 we're probably not going to get until about 2019, 2020. They have said that they're not going to start filming until 2018, mainly because Tom Hardy is working on the Venom movie at the moment. By the way, I cannot wait for that movie. Venom has always been one of my favorite comic book characters, and I think he's going to do an excellent job as Eddie Brock. So there you go, guys. Just want to do a quick little video for you. If you like what you saw, please subscribe, give me a like, let me know down below in the comment section what you thought. And also, please check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter Until next time, I'm Dank Dagnol. Papa bless.